Quicksand in the hourglasses sinking under me. We all felt the flood that pulls inside of our hearts, and it's so unforgiving. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are hot on the heels of Armageddon that took place last night, and we are on the road to WrestleMania as the Royal Rumble comes in even quicker than before. We are live here in Long Island, New York, and tonight we are going to be kicking off this show with the WWE Champion, Aleister Black. Aleister Black, hot off of the heels of an amazing match, an amazing TLC match that took place with Seth Rollins and Ricochet in the main event of Armageddon, where he was able to retain the WWE Championship. But tonight, he's going to be kicking off our show. He's going to be going one-on-one with the Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar. I mean, as you can see, Aleister Black has a lot of confidence after in a grueling matchup last night. I mean, he got thrown off of ladders, put through a table, put through a ladder, hit with chairs. I mean, the man pretty much went through hell and back to retain his WWE Championship. And Aleister, you know, he has to be looking for his next challenger at the Royal Rumble. But as you can see, here's some of the highlights from last night. Seth Rollins delivering a moonsault through the ladder, putting Aleister Black through it. And then that led to Aleister Black winning the championship, pushing Ricochet and Seth Rollins off of the ladder through a table, where he was able to grab the WWE Championship and retain. And Aleister Black, you can just see a lot of charismatic features in his eyes, especially after last night. But as we draw closer to the Royal Rumble, Aleister Black's going to have to be looking for his next challenger. And Noam Dar, he's up for a challenge here tonight, especially if it's going to be up against the WWE Champion. Aleister Black able to retain his WWE Championship last night. Dolph Ziggler was able to capture the United Kingdom Championship from Andrade Cien Almas. Tommaso Ciampa retained his title, but still lost the match by disqualification to Chris Jericho. Evolution was able to retain the World Tag Team Championships against the Usos with a strange attack to John Cena. With a strange attack that happened to John Cena during that match. And I don't know, it just seems as if Aleister Black has to find some sort of way to knock out his opponents here tonight. I mean, I can't even imagine how much it means for Aleister Black to be WWE Champion. I mean, the man's held the title since SummerSlam. So, Aleister Black's he's one of the longest reigning champions in Universe mode thus far. And Aleister Black, here we go. Aleister Black in the top left, and Noam Dar in the bottom right, as they go into a collar and elbow tie-up. Aleister Black still off of a wave of momentum after the TLC match, and Noam Dar, I mean, Noam Dar has been kind of getting himself back into the shape of wrestling, as he hasn't been the best with his win-loss record lately. His last match a couple of weeks ago against Chris Jericho. And now, oh, look at this now. Aleister Black just throwing Noam Dar over his shoulder. And like I said, these men clearly known to each other, always using the... Oh, Jesus! Aleister Black delivering a huge knee directly to the top of the head of Noam Dar. And just comes in with a huge big boot directly to the nose. Oh, and there's a slap. And there's an elbow. And Aleister Black tried to go for a kick to the gut, but Noam Dar catches the leg. Noam Dar, look at this, lifting up Aleister Black, drops him for a power bomb. And now, into the pinfall, Aleister Black's shoulders are down. But no. Noam Dar, He nearly put Aleister Black away there. And now Noam Dar with those double palm strikes and delivers an uppercut. Just for good measure to knock down Black. But Black comes in with a jawbreaker. And Aleister Black comes in with a huge gun stun. Knocking Noam Dar right off of his game. And Aleister Black getting back in this match. Dropping Noam Dar on the back of his head with a German. Shoulders are down. But no. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble only a couple of weeks away, only 4 weeks away. But Aleister Black, he's got to be looking for his next opponent. And look at this now, Aleister Black off of the ropes with a huge roundhouse kick. Huge roundhouse kick delivered to Noam Dar. And oh, and a huge discus knee strike. Jesus, Aleister Black, he's definitely not holding back. Oh, catches, oh! Noam Dar caught the leg, got caught in the face with a knee. And look at this now. Oh, over. Oh, beautiful combo here from Aleister Black. Jesus, Aleister. There's a reason why he's WWE champion. And he's definitely showing that here tonight. And now Aleister Black grabbing Noam Dar, lifting him up to his feet. Look at this now. Aleister Black with a huge suplex. Beautifully delivered. As now Aleister Black lifting up Noam Dar, and Noam Dar throws Aleister away and delivers a huge right hand. Noam Dar into the corner with a drop kick. Noam Dar, he's always been one to fight. He's always been one to be on top of the game. And now as Aleister Black, he's just draped across the top rope on the outside. Noam Dar drops him with a neck breaker. And like I said, Noam Dar and Aleister Black, both of these men known around the UK wrestling scene. And Aleister Black with the WWE champion. Oh, wait a minute. Aleister Black dropping out. Oh, man. Countering Noam Dar, just delivers a huge kitchen sink. Noam Dar went sailing over his knee. And Aleister Black, he's ready for a blackout knee strike. God, Aleister Black just puts Noam Dar away. And I think he might be ready as he's pulling Noam Dar up to his feet as he fades to black with the Black Mass. And Aleister Black pinfall. And Aleister Black picks up the win. What a match to kick off Monday Night Raw here tonight. And look at that, just oh man, just Noam Dar and Aleister Black went shot for shot here tonight. But look at that, just boom. That kick that has ended so many matches and has caused so much Aleister's victories. And Aleister Black, he just has to be waiting for his next challenger, especially at the Royal Rumble. He may be able to be the one to main event WrestleMania. And oh, wait a minute. That's the music of the former UK champion Andrade Cien Almas. I don't know what he's doing out here. Andrade Cien Almas making his way towards the ring. Well, it looks like Andrade's challenge. Whoa, that's AJ Styles. I mean, that's kind of debatable. Oh, what the hell? Wait, that's Shinsuke Nakamura. What the hell is Shinsuke doing? Andrade Cien Almas, he's trying to talk. Oh, Kinshasa to Andrade. What the hell? Shinsuke Nakamura attacking Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade's just left in a heaping pile on the stage, and Shinsuke making his way towards the ring. AJ Styles in the middle of the crowd just watching on. Shinsuke Nakamura. Look at this. It looks like he's getting in the face of Aleister Black. We might see a couple. Andrade, Shinsuke, and AJ are all just trying to challenge Aleister for the WWE Championship. And look at that. Aleister just Shooting back. Oh, wait. There's the Raw General Manager, Drake Maverick. Whoa. Oh. Okay. I like this. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now we confirmed it. These three men will all be in a triple threat match. The winner challenges Aleister Black for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre expressing that he was not the one to attack John Cena last night. Well, John Cena is actually going to be taking place in the main event here tonight. He's actually going to be taking on Ricochet. I mean, John Cena and Ricochet, they're going to be going one-on-one here tonight. And in the main event, so you got to think John Cena's got a lot on his mind. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to some more action as the Swiss Superman, Cesaro, is going to be taking on Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho, he's definitely not happy after last night, where Tommaso Ciampa pretty much cost him his opportunity to be the 10-time Intercontinental Champion after attacking Chris Jericho with a chair and causing the match to end in disqualification. And Cesaro, he's been also riding a wave of momentum after he defeated Oney Lorcan last night in the opening match of Armageddon, in a very hard-hitting and fast-paced bout, which ended after Oney Lorcan tried to deliver that running blockbuster, but Cesaro was able to counter it into the uppercut and into the neutralizer, and Cesaro was able to pick up the win. But the Judas, Chris Jericho, is here, and he is ready to make a fight. And Chris Jericho, he is going to be taking on Cesaro here tonight. Chris Jericho, luckily, did not suffer any major injuries last night from the attack from Tommaso Ciampa, especially the Will's Bell DDT onto that chair. I thought he may have suffered a concussion, but nonetheless, Chris Jericho, he's still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and he's ready to fight. He's ready to fight Cesaro here tonight. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho and Cesaro, I believe that they will both be entering the Royal Rumble match. Remember, 30 men in the Royal Rumble, and the winner will go to the main event of WrestleMania and will challenge either the World Heavyweight, the WWE, or this just in, the ECW Championship. So the winner of the Royal Rumble will be able to challenge for any championship that he wants. And yes, before you ask, ECW will be represented in that Royal Rumble match. And here we go, Cesaro and Chris Jericho. Cesaro and Chris Jericho just staring down at each other as Cesaro, look at this, telling Chris Jericho to, oh! Chris Jericho immediately comes in with a right hand. And look at that, Cesaro grabbed Chris Jericho by the throat, but just throws him over his shoulder. And look at this now, Chris Jericho just moving Cesaro out of the way. Chris Jericho's not happy after last night, delivering that huge enziguri to Cesaro. And Cesaro, look at this, thrown right over with a Northern Lights suplex. Chris Jericho just wrenching it to the sky and drops him again for another Northern Lights suplex. And Chris Jericho and Cesaro, both of these guys, they are known for being hard-hitting individuals. And look at this now, Cesaro, Chris Jericho just drenching himself across the top rope. Just a lot of arrogance being shown by Le Champion himself. But oh, wait a minute now. Oh, whoa, Cesaro, look at this. Counters out of the fireman's carry into a reverse DDT. And like I said, Chris Jericho now referring to himself as Le Champion. But I mean, the man has not held a title in WWE ever since he lost. Well, ever since he relinquished one of his Raw Tag Team Championships to his former partner Cassius Ohno. But wait a minute now. Look at this, Chris Jericho flying away. Oh, right to the back of the head. And wait a minute now. Chris Jericho going for a suplex. And boom. Drops him with a huge snap, with a huge vertical suplex. And look at that. Chris Jericho, always been one to be arrogant. And Cesaro, not going to take any of that. Just literally just throws his leg off of him. Didn't even want to kick out. And wait a minute now. Cesaro, look at this. Lands on his feet from the sidewalk slam. Drops him with an exploder suplex. And look at this now. Cesaro has Chris Jericho right where he wants him. But Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up. Cesaro and Chris Jericho, both of these guys. Look at this now. Cesaro has Chris Jericho locked into the crossface. The crossface is locked in, but Cesaro gets thrown right over Chris Jericho's shoulder, and Jericho says he's now ready to fight. And Jericho now, look at that. They're just both looking at each other. And look at this now. Cesaro back into it. Back into the crossface. Cesaro puts it right back in. And just like the first attempt, Jericho gets right back out of it. And Cesaro right off of the ropes with a drop kick. And wait a minute now, drops him with a leg drop. Cesaro and Chris Jericho, both of these guys just laying waste to each other. Chris Jericho dropped with a body slam. Cesaro and Chris Jericho, they're just both going at each other. And Cesaro, oh, wait a minute, whoa. Chris Jericho had the legs up. He's got Cesaro rolled up. He's playing possum. He almost rolled up Cesaro for the win. But Chris Jericho drops Cesaro with a sidewalk backbreaker. The Lion Tamer himself. But wait a minute. I don't even think he noticed Cesaro got right up to his feet. Cesaro just kips up right to his feet. And Cesaro now, he's just got Chris Jericho right where he wants him and comes in with a huge uppercut. Huge uppercut delivered from Cesaro. And look at this now. Cesaro just dragging the lifeless body of Chris Jericho. Look at this now. Has him up into a gut-wrench suplex. And Cesaro, the ever so loving Superman, drops him with another gut wrench, and he's gonna go for the trifecta. Lifts up Chris Jericho. Huge gut wrench combo. Jesus, Cesaro just knows how to lock it in and use his strength to his advantage. And look at this hold delivered by Cesaro, like almost like a modified Fujiwara armbar. But look at that now. Chris Jericho rolls right out of it. And Cesaro now, wait a minute, what does Chris Jericho have in mind? Lifts up Cesaro for another standing vertical suplex. And look at that now, Chris Jericho's getting the crowd on their feet. He's got the crowd on their feet. Look at that. Drops him right down. And Chris Jericho with another shoulder tackle. And look at this now, Cesaro. Oh, Chris Jericho thrown right over the ropes. And look at this now. Chris Jericho's going to go to the top rope. Cesaro doesn't notice. Drops him for the axe handle. Chris Jericho drops Cesaro for the axe handle. And now Jericho moving Cesaro into the middle of the ring. Chris Jericho, lion salt. Huge lion salt. Shoulders are down. Cesaro could be put away. No. Cesaro kicks out. And Chris Jericho is still trying to find a way to knock down the Swiss Superman. And tried to go for another drop kick. But Cesaro comes in with a right hand. And now Cesaro throwing Chris Jericho into the corner. Jericho counters, drops him with almost like a Uranagi out of the corner. And now Cesaro, look at this. Oh, tried to throw a right hand. Maybe a little bit disoriented from all the shots that he's taken from Chris Jericho thus far. And now Cesaro throwing Jericho to the outside. And wait a minute now, Cesaro. Look at this. Look at the look in the eyes of Cesaro. Cesaro, the Swiss Superman. He's gonna fly! The Swiss Superman took flight and dropped Chris Jericho with a suicide dive to the outside. And now Cesaro and Chris Jericho, both of these men got to prove that they're championship material. Chris Jericho, the first ever undisputed champion for several-time world champion holder Cesaro. I mean, that man's already championship material. They both got to prove that they're ready for the Royal Rumble. And now, look at this, Chris Jericho. Uh-oh, wait, oh! Huge right hand to the eye of Cesaro. And Chris Jericho with a Northern Lights suplex. Huge Northern Lights suplex knocking Cesaro out. And wait a minute now, Chris Jericho looking Cesaro right in the eyes and throws him back into the barricade. And a code breaker from Chris Jericho. And the referee, wait a minute, you should probably take care of the count. Chris Jericho with the code breaker. The referee is about to count out Cesaro. I mean, the referee had a count of 9. Cesaro is trying to get back up to his feet. And look at that. Cesaro has been counted out. Chris Jericho has defeated Cesaro. Chris Jericho picks up the win via countout. I mean, may have not been the best way to pick up the victory, but it was still a victory regardless. And wait a minute. Wait. Jericho, turn around. That's Tommaso Ciampa. What the hell? Oh. The hell is Tommaso Ciampa doing? Tommaso Ciampa just wailing away with Chris Jericho on that chair. And there's Cesaro. Look at this, Cesaro coming to the aid. Coming to the rescue of Chris Jericho. Cesaro now lifts up Tommaso Ciampa. The Neutralizer. The Neutralizer. And Tommaso Ciampa just gets right back up. Look at this now. All three of these men just staring each other down. Look at this. Wait a minute. Tommaso Ciampa comes in and delivers a big boot to Cesaro. And wait a minute. Now Chris Jericho's fighting back. Chris Jericho's fighting Tommaso Ciampa. And look at this. Jericho throws Ciampa into the corner. But Ciampa counters right back. And oh, knee into the corner. But Jericho moved out of the way. And Cesaro, he's on the outside. Chris Jericho just delivers a Northern Lights suplex, knocking Tommaso Ciampa out of his game. And now Chris Jericho is going to get out of here. Cesaro's trying to get back up to his feet. And Chris Jericho is going to get the hell out of here. Well, as you heard, Drake Maverick announcing he will be having a secretary for Monday Night Raw, and he will be reviewing the secretary in the next coming weeks. And right now, we're going to be moving on to some action as Mark Andrews, this man coming off a huge victory against AJ Styles at Armageddon. I mean, one of the biggest upsets in Raw today. I mean, Mark Andrews, he's definitely one to be an amazing superstar. And Mark Andrews, you can just see Mark Andrews is ready to fight. And he is going to be taking on the newly crowned United Kingdom champion, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, I've already expressed my disdain for how Dolph Ziggler's almost conformity to the Miz, and nonetheless, I could not believe what happened. If you did not see Armageddon, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest you watch it. But essentially, Dolph Ziggler, or rather the Miz, distracted the referee and basically slid him a chair, and Dolph Ziggler used the chair to his advantage, hit Andrade with it, and then delivered the super kick to deliver the win and pick up that United Kingdom championship. And whoa, as you can see, Dolph Ziggler definitely taking on a different look. Dolph Ziggler shaved his head. I mean, what the hell? Like I said, Dolph Ziggler has conformed to the Miz Network, you can just see that's not even his logo on the side plates of that championship. That is the Miz's logo. But as you can see, Dolph Ziggler just with that United Kingdom Championship around his waist. I don't know. It's something that I just never really... I had never really believed it until last night when Dolph used every advantage that he could. Every advantage that he could to capture the championship. And this is a non-title match, ladies and gentlemen, so one of the prides of UK wrestling, Mark Andrews, is going to be taking on the UK champion. And oh, out of the gate already, Mark Andrews just delivering that enziguri, knocking Dolph Ziggler right out of his game. Mark Andrews thrown right into it. Oh! Dolph Ziggler just counters that Hurricane Rana attempt and delivers a pop-up power bomb, and knocking Mark Andrews right off of his game. And Dolph Ziggler now, look at that, rolls Mark Andrews out. And Dolph, look at that, huge throwback. Good Lord, Dolph Ziggler, like I said, I'm tongue-tied. I just cannot imagine that Dolph Ziggler has conformed to the Miz Network and has basically turned his back on the fans. I mean, it's something that we've seen before from several different people, but it's almost as if Dolph Ziggler couldn't stand being in the limelight anymore. He couldn't stand just being overlooked. I mean, like I said, he challenged AJ Styles at Clash of Champions for the WWE Championship, and he was unsuccessful in that match. Then he tried to challenge Tommaso Ciampa for the Intercontinental Championship, but also was not able to pick up the victory, as Mark Andrews was able to roll him into a Hurricane Rana attempt. And Dolph Ziggler, he just couldn't pick up a win. So then when he challenged the Miz Network to a match, look at this now. Oh! The Miz just throwing him. But, I mean, AJ Styles, or Dolph Ziggler rather, he was supposed to challenge the Miz Network with British Strong Style back at Rebellion in a 6-man tag match. But he basically said, I can't do it. I cannot stand anymore. So then, oh, look at this now, Mark Andrews rolling Dolph Ziggler through in just a double foot stomp to the chest. So then once Dolph Ziggler was able to finally cave in and accept the team of Ali, Noam Dar, Tyler Bate, and then himself, he was finally able to be a part of the team. But as Dolph Ziggler and Mustafa Ali were closing in on a victory against The Miz, Dolph Ziggler attacked Mustafa. He attacked Mustafa Ali. And then, basically, once he did that, he just left Ali in the dirt. The Miz was able to pick up the win. And then Dolph Ziggler aligned himself with The Miz. And look at this now. Mark Andrews, second rope. Look at that. Oh! Trying to go for a moonsault of some kind. Landed right on his feet. And Dolph Ziggler delivering a huge right hand. I mean, like I said, Dolph Ziggler rather, he basically just caved in. And I mean, as much as I don't want to believe it, it's definitely been working for him. I mean, the guy's a United Kingdom champion now. I mean, it's... Oh, look at that now. It looked like Dolph Ziggler tried to go for the super kick, but look at this now. Mark Andrews lows him up, drops him for a DDT in the middle of the ring. Shoulders are down as Mark Andrews hooks the leg. Dolph Ziggler could be put away, but Dolph Ziggler able to push Mark Andrews off of him. And Dolph Ziggler and Mark Andrews just looking at each other. And, oh, Mark Andrews delivers a right hand. And look at this now. What the hell does Mark have in mind here? Drops him with a crossbody. Mark Andrews drops him with a crossbody. And Mark Andrews telling Dolph Ziggler to get up to his feet. As look at this now. Mark Andrews, look at that. Moonsault into a DDT. Just moving him around. Just maneuvering himself around Dolph Ziggler. Oh, look at that. Trying to go for an enziguri. Dolph Ziggler catches the leg, sweeps it out from under Mark Andrews. And look at this now. Oh, whoa. Mark Andrews rolls out of it. Dolph Ziggler moves out of the way. And now Dolph Ziggler, uh-oh, what does he have in mind here? As Mark Andrews drops him for a famouser. drops him with a famouser. Shoulders are down. Dolph Ziggler could have Mark Andrews put away. But Mark Andrews not going to be put away there. As Dolph Ziggler now, Mark Andrews moves out of the way, drops Dolph Ziggler with a huge Hurricane Rana. Mark Andrews always been the one that's to fly. But wait, Dolph Ziggler rather tried to go for a DDT, but Mark Andrews counters again, drops him for a right hand, and now Mark Andrews, look at this, on top, drops him again for another Hurricane Rana, but Dolph Ziggler immediately able to push him off, even before he was even able to get any kind of count for that pinfall. And now Mark Andrews looking Dolph Ziggler right in the face, but Dolph Ziggler punches Mark Andrews right in the, punches him right in the sternum and delivers a huge elbow. Oh, and look at that. Oh, whoa. Tried to go for another enziguri. Dolph Ziggler moved out of the way. And wait a minute now, Mark Andrews, what does he have in mind? Hurricane Rana throwing Dolph right across the ring. As you can see, The Miz just looking on as he waits for his man to walk again. Wait a minute now. Oh, maneuver. Mark Andrews, Stun Dog Millionaire. Stun Dog Millionaire delivered from Andrews. And now, Dolph Ziggler tried to go. Oh, Mark Andrews tried to go for a huge DDT, but Dolph Ziggler moved out of the way and delivers a knee. And Dolph Ziggler comes in for a huge flying clothesline, but Mark Andrews gets right up to his feet and a slap to the face. And wait a minute now, Dolph Ziggler moved out of the way, tried to go for another super kick, but Mark Andrews moves out of the way. And now wait a minute, Mark Andrews, Stun Dog Millionaire for the second time. And now, Mark Andrews into the pinfall. Shoulders are down. He could have it here. No! Dolph Ziggler gets the shoulder up. Mark Andrews has not put away the United Kingdom champion just yet as he lifts him up. But no, Dolph Ziggler delivering those right hands to the chest. And Dolph Ziggler now, zigzag! Dolph Ziggler with the zigzag. Shoulders are down. Andrews, he could be done, but no. Dolph Ziggler and Mark Andrews are just still trying to contemplate putting away their opponent, and Dolph Ziggler just telling Mark Andrews to stay down, but Andrews is not going to do that. Mark Andrews throws him around and drops him with an arm drag. And wait a minute now, Mark Andrews just looking at Dolph Ziggler, and Mark Andrews, what does he have in mind here? Oh, whoa, Dolph Ziggler dropped with sliced bread number 2. Wow, Mark Andrews just utilizing all of his environment of the ring to his advantage, and now Mark Andrews, he's going to go to the outside. What does he have in mind here? As Dolph Ziggler is trying to get back up to his feet, Mark Andrews telling Dolph to get up, and wait a minute now, what does Mark Andrews have in mind here? Mark going through, rolls through and gets caught with a super kick. Oh my god. Got caught with a super kick, and Dolph Ziggler picks up the win. Good lord. That was I was not expecting that. I mean, look at just a beautiful super kick out of nowhere and knocking Mark Andrews out of it. Look at that. Just the second Stun Dog Millionaire. I thought that would have put him away. And look at that. Just boom. Mark Andrews just rolls through the ropes and gets caught in the chin with a super kick. And Dolph Ziggler picks up the win for the Miz Network and still holds his head high. Dolph Ziggler proving to everybody here that he is championship material, and he has shown that here tonight. Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. The end of days is here. Baron Corbin is back on Monday Night Raw. We said last night that he was going to be returning, but it looks like Baron Corbin is making his return right now. And I don't know why. I mean, Dolph Ziggler is just standing in the middle of the ring, and Baron Corbin making his way towards him. I mean, the former United States champion, the man known as Baron Corbin, is known for his hard-hitting style and his even harder punches. But now Baron Corbin, he's back on Monday Night Raw. He's back on Monday Night Raw, and you can just see the referees restraining Dolph Ziggler from Baron Corbin. And look at this now. Baron Corbin just getting in the face of Dolph Ziggler. These men have definitely seen each other in the past. And look at that now. Baron Corbin just taunting to the crowd. And look at that. Baron Corbin just not even confronting Dolph Ziggler. Just saying, yeah, I'm here, and I'm ready to take you down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw that was Keith Lee, and he has now etched his name into the Royal Rumble, and he's going to be making his name on Monday Night Raw very soon. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving on to our main event of the evening. Ricochet and John Cena are set to take the stage and take away Monday Night Raw here tonight. Ricochet, one of the highlights of the triple threat match last night. I mean, the dude definitely took a lot out of Aleister Black and Seth Rollins, and he may not have been able to walk out WWE Champion, but he should keep his head high. He was able to almost defeat both of them and walk out WWE Champion. But now, Ricochet, you can just see as he makes his way into the ring. Ricochet's got to have some more plans ahead of him. He's got to have some more ahead of him. And Ricochet, he has to find a certain aspect of himself, and he's got to find a way to make his name known on Monday Night Raw. He's definitely been doing that the last couple of months, challenging Aleister Black for the WWE Championship. But like I said, Ricochet has to look to other things instead of the WWE Champion, as that was his final chance to challenge Aleister Black for the WWE Championship, and he failed. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be taking on John Cena. And John Cena, he's been walking around with the Usos, been establishing himself a part of the tag team faction, which still doesn't have a name, but nonetheless, John Cena, he's been trying to get himself back into the public eye. I mean, the last time we saw him compete for the World Championship was back in No Mercy, where he was in a triple threat match with AJ Styles and Aleister Black, where he was put through an announce table and was basically just gotten rid of, and then we didn't hear from him until last month. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Ricochet still bandaged up from the tables, ladders, and chairs match from last night. But here we go, one of wrestling's brightest young stars and one of the biggest legends of WWE, John Cena. Both of these men have been made their names known around John Cena is basically a household name. Ricochet has made his name known around every single promotion that you can think of. But nonetheless, look at this now. John Cena just taking the arm of Ricochet. And now John Cena's just wrenching it in on Ricochet, but Ricochet able to roll out of it. These men both have a lot of juxtaposing styles. John Cena's known for his hard hitting abilities and his technical abilities, and Ricochet's known for his high flying capabilities and hard hitting strikes. So, they got to be using their styles to their advantage if they want to walk out the victor here tonight. Ricochet jumps right off of the top, but he moves right out of the way from the enziguri. And now John Cena, look at this, lifts up Ricochet and delivers a right hand to the face. And John Cena now has Ricochet going for a fisherman suplex. But Ricochet rolls Cena back into it, into a small package. But John Cena kicks right back out. And Ricochet with a right hand. And wait a minute now, John Cena tossed it to the outside. As now Ricochet looks like he's got something in mind here. Ricochet's gonna fly! Ricochet hops right over the top rope. And knocks John Cena right out of his game. And the referee already starting the count as Ricochet, he's making his way. He's on the apron. Look at this. Ricochet with a huge uppercut, knocking the leader of the C Nation down. John Cena, he could be put away, but Ricochet with the kick out. But John Cena and Ricochet, both of these guys already know how to put away their opponent. As John Cena drops Ricochet with a Michinoku driver. Both of these men are not going to hold back. Drops him with a DDT. I mean, Ricochet, John Cena kind of has an advantage over Ricochet here tonight. Especially over the fact that Ricochet is still not at 100%. I mean, John Cena, he may not be at 100% as well, as he was attacked by whoever the hell that was at Armageddon. But John Cena has more of an advantage. I mean, Ricochet is very physically not able to compete here tonight. But Ricochet said, "Give me a match!" As John Cena drops Ricochet with the Emerald Explosion, John Cena could have him put away. But Ricochet able to kick him out. And wait a minute now, Ricochet lifts him up. Oh, look at that. Ricochet with a dragon screw, countering John Cena. And now Ricochet, shooting star press, beautifully delivered. And Ricochet now just looking John Cena in the eyes. But John Cena gets right back up to his feet. And Cena now delivering those right hands. And another right directly to the side of the head. And John Cena now, look at that, just delivering as much as he can. But wait a minute now, Ricochet attacking the legs of John Cena. Knocking down the foundation that is Cena. Ricochet throws him over for a backslide driver. And now John Cena, he could be put away, but no. Ricochet, look at this, looking at John Cena down the eyes as Ricochet, top rope, drops him for a 450. John Cena was caught in the drop zone and just got taken down by the hero of the sky, Ricochet. God, I think Ricochet may have buckled his knee on that one. Went for a spinning heel kick and just drops John Cena down. But now Ricochet's back up to his feet. And oh, whoa, what is this now? Ricochet, Northern Lights suplex, bridges right over. Wait a minute, what the hell does he have in mind? Final cut. Beautiful combo delivered there from King Ricochet. But John Cena now, oh! John Cena got right up to his feet and uses his very limited high-flying capabilities and drops him with a drop kick. But now John Cena, he's back into this match. He's got Ricochet locked into the STF. The STF is locked in. John Cena, he could have Ricochet put away, but Ricochet delivering the elbows directly to the nose. And now Ricochet, look at this. Oh! Huge spinning elbow, dropping John Cena in the middle of the ring. But Ricochet now, drops him with a huge reverse STO. Cena gets dropped right on his head. Shoulders are down. Cena could be put away, but no. John Cena kicks right back out as Ricochet looks to try to put away Super Cena here. But Ricochet tried to go for a drop kick. Cena moved out of the way, and Cena's delivering huge right hands. And look at that now. John Cena's getting hyped up. He's getting that energy that he needs from the universe to knock down Ricochet here tonight. But Ricochet just got hit in the face with a huge right. But Cena delivers right to the leg. If you want to knock down your opponent, you gotta knock down the foundation. But Ricochet counters John Cena. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Look at this now. Ricochet is what the hell is this? John Cena now. Oh, wait a minute. Ricochet! Beautifully delivered. Huge top rope Hurricane Rana. Cena, he could be done. Cena, he may not have anything left. But Ricochet not able to put away Cena. Cena kicks right out. Ricochet drops him with a drop kick. John Cena now. And Ricochet just delivers a huge cannonball senton, dropping John Cena out of his game. And right to the nose of John Cena. As now Ricochet, tried to go for a cutter, but Cena moved right out of the way. John Cena, attitude adjustment. Ricochet lands right on his feet. Ricochet landed on his feet from the attitude adjustment. And wait a minute now. What does Ricochet have in mind here? Ricochet with a huge clothesline to the outside. Ricochet with a clothesline to the outside. Ricochet, look at this. Ricochet's gonna fly with a huge plancha. Ricochet delivers a plancha to the outside. Cena, he could have been put away there. And now Ricochet throwing Cena right back into the ring. Ricochet, he could have Cena right where he wants him. And Ricochet now, top rope. Cena is in position. Oh, wait a minute now. Cena, he's crawling. Cena's crawling. He's trying to move out of the way so Ricochet is not going to get him. Ricochet, top rope, drops him with a huge spinning heel kick from the top. God, even when you think this match is going to be put away, they're just going to keep going. They're just going to keep fighting until they have nothing left. And John Cena just pushes back Ricochet. But wait a minute now. Cena lifts up Ricochet. Sit out powerbomb. And oh, no, not even a two. As now Ricochet, Ricochet takes out Cena's legs from under him. Shooting star press delivered from the King of the Sky. And wait a minute now. Oh no, where's Ricochet going? Where's Ricochet going? And Ricochet now, he's on the top rope. Cena is in the splash zone. Ricochet, 630 senton. John Cena, he could be done. Ricochet has Cena put away. No. John Cena gets the shoulder up. Ricochet thought he had Cena put away, but now Ricochet goes back into the pinfall. Hopes he can put away Cena for a second time, but Cena able to get the kick out. Ricochet is desperate. Ricochet's desperate to put Cena away here. As now Ricochet, look at this, drops Cena with a huge cutter. And now Ricochet just looking Cena in the eyes, but Cena, delivers a huge headbutt. And oh my God, Ricochet has been busted open from that headbutt. But look at this now, Cena comes in with a shoulder tackle and another one. And look at this, Ricochet throws a right. Cena counters and drops him with a spin out power bomb. And this is the precursor to what Cena calls the five knuckle shuffle. John Cena off of the ropes. Ricochet dropped with the five knuckle shuffle. And John Cena, he's got Ricochet. John Cena into the attitude adjustment. 1, 2, 3. No. Ricochet kicks out of the attitude adjustment. John Cena and Ricochet, they are soldiers. They are adamant fighters. Ricochet is still going. And John Cena is just trying to wrench all of the energy out of Ricochet with that abdominal stretch. But wait a minute now, what the hell is this? Look at this, Ricochet able to get his legs over Cena and just tosses him over. And wait a minute now. Whoa. Ricochet, he's got John Cena up. Fireman's carry into a roundhouse kick, knocking Cena right out. Knocked him right off his game. And Ricochet and Cena, they're both just utilizing every move in their weapons locker to knock them down, and it is still not working. There's got to be some sort of way that they can put away their opponent, as John Cena now has Ricochet, drops him for a fisherman suplex. Vintage Cena, as now John Cena delivering those right hands, but Ricochet comes in with an even harder one. And look at this, what the hell? Ricochet into the attitude adjustment. Ricochet, attitude adjustment. Cena, he could be put away with his own move. No. Well, that was a familiar taste of poison, as Ricochet just delivers an attitude adjustment to John Cena. And look at this now, Ricochet went into the same abdominal stretch that Cena just put him through. I mean, they always say if you can't beat him, join him. So I guess Ricochet's using Cena's own moves against him. And look at this now, Cena throwing Ricochet off of the ropes into a huge hip toss. Good Lord, both of these men, they have to have some sort of plan. They got to have some sort of way to put away their opponent here, as now Cena Look at this, telling Ricochet to get up to his feet as Cena looks like he's gonna fly for a huge diving leg drop across the back of the head. Huge into the pinfall. And no! Ricochet, I think he may have gotten his shoulder up there as Cena stops. Either Cena stopped the count himself or Ricochet got his shoulder up and I didn't see it. But look at this now. John Cena going for a clothesline. Clotheslines Ricochet to the outside. And look at this now. Just John Cena has Ricochet right where he wants him. As Cena now throwing Ricochet back into the ring. I mean, Ricochet is just wiping off the blood off of his face to try and get himself a little bit more of a vision. But now Ricochet, look at this. Looks at Cena in the eyes. Drops him with a drop kick. Huge front drop kick to Ricochet. And a huge cutter. Knocking John Cena right down. And now Ricochet pulling John Cena to the middle of the ring. Ricochet, he could be looking for the one and only 630 senton. Ricochet, look at this. He's got now Ricochet. He's going to the top. Wait a minute. What the hell? That's Seth Rollins. Oh, come on. Come on. This match is going to end in disqualification. But wait a minute. What the hell? Seth Rollins. Curb stomp to John Cena. Curb stomp to John Cena. And Ricochet, Ricochet's just on the outside. Seth Rollins making his way towards him. And wait a minute. Seth Rollins just lifts up Ricochet. What? Well, Ricochet, Seth says, I'm not here for you. I guess their match is put behind them. Wait a minute, that's Jey Uso. And there's Jimmy. What the hell? I think the Authors of Pain may have attacked the Usos backstage. And look at this now. Seth and Cena are fighting in the middle of the ring. Ricochet's made his way out of here. Cena with the attitude adjustment to Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins... Wait a minute! Who the hell is that? Wait, that's Cameron Grimes! That's Cameron Grimes! Wait a minute. Is this the man that attacked Cena? I think Cameron Grimes and Seth Rollins working together? And oh! Are you kidding me? Cameron Grimes, oh no. Oh no, this is a 2-on-1 attack. And wait a minute, oh! Cena's outnumbered. The Authors of Pain took out his backup. And Cameron Grimes and Seth Rollins, both of these guys are just laying waste to Cena. You can just see Cameron Grimes' look on his face. King's Landing from Seth Rollins. Oh no. Oh no, what does Cameron Grimes have? Oh no, he calls this the Orange Crush. Cameron Grimes and Seth Rollins have taken out Cena. Cameron Grimes is on Monday Night Raw. And oh, come on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed Monday Night Raw. And we will all see you next time.